One of my favorite images to try to describe God is that God is like the wind. God is invisible like the wind, but you can see the effects of God in the world. Like a big old oak tree, when the breeze blows, you can see the leaves shimmer and move. So the Spirit of God moves about us unseen, but touching lives and opening doors. The wind and God are both powerful. If there's a room that's kind of stale, if you open the window and you let in the breeze, it can refresh the room. And so God is like that, can come in and renew and recharge hearts and souls and institutions. Of all the similarities between God and the wind, there's one particular aspect that I would like to hold up today, and it's in this morning's gospel reading. In that reading today, Jesus is having a back and forth with a religious leader named Nicodemus. And Nicodemus is not quite understanding what Jesus is teaching. Jesus says you must be spiritually born anew, and Nicodemus takes it way too literally and thinks, oh, do I have to be physically reborn from my mother's womb? Even though he's not quite getting it, Christ plunges on ahead, and then we come to this verse I would like to focus on today. Jesus says, the wind blows where it chooses. It can help to know that Greek word for wind can also mean spirit. It's exactly the same word. So actually that verse could be translated accurately, the Spirit blows where it chooses. Jesus goes on to say that you don't really know sometimes where the wind is coming from. And isn't that the case? You can stand outside. It's hard to predict what direction the wind will come, and sometimes the wind is swirling around. And so how about the Spirit of God? It'd be hard to know where the Spirit is coming from, when it will act, what way the Spirit wants things to go. If we tried to grab the wind with our hands, obviously, no chance. You'd come up empty. And that doesn't mean the wind isn't real. It just can't be caught or tamed. The wind is free. And so it is with the Spirit of God. God is free. God can't be caught, can't be contained with all our human boundaries and rules that we make up. The Spirit can't be controlled. The word control. One of the temptations of this life, especially for smart, effective people, is that we like to control things. We want things to go well the way we want. And sure, we can get some things done. You and I, we can do some things. But don't we wish we had more control over the weather, over reckless politicians, over other people? Other people. It is so infuriating when other people don't act in the way that we want them to. Even what would be best for them, people don't act in some of those ways. So what do we try to do? Well, we try to direct people. Maybe we try to use logic. You ever try that? Well, if I just explain it right, then that'll persuade this other person. Or maybe we try nagging, or threats, or manipulation. Think of a friend of mine, a really good guy. Calling him a control freak feels a little too harsh. He does want things in his house just so, and he wants the plans to happen on time, his time, and to go the way that he likes it. He does seem to spend a lot of time and energy correcting people, complaining, pointing out what's wrong with this, what's wrong with that, wanting things to go the way that he wants them to. Because he kind of knows best, doesn't he? And he wants to motivate his kids, of course he does, but how often does that end up sort of pressuring them, nagging, trying to coerce them in a direction, wants them to do this certain behavior that he considers the right way? Not sure how well it works, and it's certainly exhausting. Then in his life, personal crisis came, a great loss, and it was one of those moments where the illusion of control was revealed, where he had to just let go because he knew he couldn't control the situation. There might be one, maybe only one person on this planet that you and I can control: ourselves. Take responsibility for our decisions and our values. But then, let's be honest, I can barely control myself some of the time. Sigmund Freud said that our unconscious is motivating us in ways that we're not even aware. Or in the religious world, St. Paul has this line in the letter to the Romans. He's talking about our human effort to do what's good. How often we try. We want to be good. Here's what Paul says, I quote, "I can will what is right, but I cannot do it. Or I do not do the good I want, but the evil I do not want is what I do." On our own, Paul says, we may not even be able to control our own moral behavior. Then we come to God. I don't know that we think we can control God, but who doesn't want to say that prayer and hope there's a little cause and effect? You know, I say this prayer: God, will you make it happen the way that I want it to happen? I know this would be best. God can't be contained, can't be controlled. The wind, the Spirit blows where it chooses. Well, does that mean we can't do anything? Of course we can. Indeed, some of the life of faith is trying to go where the Spirit chooses. Where is the Spirit blowing? Like a sailboat that's powered by the wind, so the Spirit can take us to beautiful, wonderful places to make a difference in this world and to the people we love. But it may take our giving up some of our control, some of our rigid plans, some of our ego's demands. Jesus says it is possible to hear the sound of the wind. Or maybe we could rephrase that. Possible to hear the voice of the Spirit? It's going to take some effort, though. You got to listen with more than our ears. Got to listen with our hearts and our souls. Got to listen to the trustworthy people in our lives. Got to listen to the wisdom of our faith tradition. But God's Spirit can be heard. So, you and I here today, maybe we could ask, how did we end up in this place? I mean, where we live, the people around us, in this church. You think about our circumstances. I mean, maybe we just stumbled into this place and it was a series of accidents. Or maybe there are moments that you and I have listened. There are ways the Spirit of God has been working already in our lives, trying to nudge us and bringing us to the growing faithful place that we're supposed to be. So then the question comes, what's next for us? For us as individuals, as families, as a nation, as a church. Maybe it's a time to pray, come Holy Spirit, blow into our hearts, gust over our lives, fill us with compassion and a sense of justice. Holy Spirit, we can't control you. There's really only so much we can control in this life anyway, but we can be open to you. Try and trust you. Lead us, Spirit, where you want us to go.